from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From GBN, this is Network News for Thursday, July 4, 2024. In the headlines, no specific timeline for the safe consumption of Glenelg natural spring water, as the company urges people to refrain from drinking the water. CARICOM Day marred by the passing of Hurricane Beryl. Government appoints new GIS director. Also in the news, regionally, audit on Earth's alleged plot to take over Trinidad and Tobago's leadership. Internationally, U.S. President Joe Biden says no one is pushing him out of the race for the White House. Plus, in the sports news, organizers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to make decision on West Indies men's under-19 Rising Stars tournament.
Thrum tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Glenelg Natural Spring Water has issued its first recall, urging consumers to immediately stop using its products due to quality concerns. Details in this report.
Glenelg Natural Spring Water Inc. is encouraging residents to comply with the company's first ever product recall, which was announced on Saturday. After over 30 years on the market, the company announced an immediate recall of all products on June 29th and informed that it is working closely with the Grenada Bureau of Standards to address reported issues. Richard Dixon, Managing Director at Glenelg, explained the situation.
What we would have been told is that one of our samples tested positive for higher levels than anticipated of one of these quote-unquote impurities. So they issued what's considered a recall, which suggests that if you do have products out there which would have been produced within that period, then you have to recall those products, or anything that you have on the shelf would have to come in and samples will be tested. This was followed. We followed that procedure, and we started the recall process of collecting those items and have then samples being tested by the Bureau for clearance to make sure that they're not in any way compromised.
Dixon stated that there is no specific timeline for when Glenelg water will be safe to consume again. However, the company will notify the public as soon as the issue is resolved.
That timeline really would be determined by the authorities who are doing the testing, primarily the Bureau of Standards. Once they give us the go-ahead, it is assumed they will then post along or produce a statement which would tell us that the batch numbers that they have tested are clear, or if they're compromised, then the process continues. And then once we've removed everything from the market and they do final testing and we are cleared, then we resume production and distribution.
Given that some parts of the island remain without water following Hurricane Beryl, Dixon appealed to those using the recalled Glenelg water as last resort to refrain from doing so.
I'm not an authority to tell persons what to do. I can only follow the mandate as stated by the Ministry of Health and associated with the Bureau, which is we've been asked to, make sure that there's a recall of all of our products from out there. Persons are asked to return those products, which means you don't use them. That's the only thing I can advise. They can return them to the relevant distributors or vendors. But that's the only advice I can give. I must follow the mandate from the Ministry of Health and the Bureau.
Meanwhile, the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, continues its efforts to to restore water access to the most affected areas on the island. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Although many of the police officers in Carriacou and Petite Martinique were significantly impacted during the passage of Hurricane Beryl, the Royal Grenada Police Force is stepping up efforts to support the affected communities and ensure safety during the recovery process. More on this Rena Thomas report.
As residents of Carriacou and Petite Martinique continue to grapple with the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, which left a trail of destruction in its wake, the Royal Grenada Police Force revealed that 95% of officers residing on the sister islands have lost their homes. Assistant Superintendent Vanny Cohen shared that the hurricane didn't just render officers and their families homeless, it also significantly damaged the police station in Carriacou.
Our physical plant or police station has suffered some damages. Two of our transportation have been damaged in the process. And most heartbreaking is the fact that over 95% of all police officers who live in Carriacou have lost their homes. And this is a trying time for us, but the men and women are trained for this. And though it is difficult, they are still on the ground, delivering the kind of service that the Grenadian population or the Carriacou population expect of us as a trained organization to deliver services at this time.
Despite the destruction, the RGBF is committed to maintaining law and order on the island. Cohen, in a recent press conference, reported that some officers sustained minor injuries during the storm, but all have received necessary medical attention.
We have also, among the injuries, there are 3 police officers who received injuries in Carriacou. Those injuries are not life-threatening. They have received medical attention and they are healing and recuperating as I speak. It is important to note that there are no major crimes reported in Carriacou and there are no known security threats. There were some minor issues that have been dealt with, but there were no arrests made based on the circumstances.
To bolster the security presence on the sister isles and ensure peace and safety during this critical period, a team of officers from the mainland has been deployed to Carriacou and Petite Martinique. These officers will be rotated every 2 weeks to provide continuous support.
Our response to Carriacou, the leadership of the RGPF has decided that ACP Mitchell will give leadership to what is happening on the ground in Carriacou. So he is in Carriacou currently with a team of police officers providing safety, security, and other services as Carriacou goes through the difficult time that it is going through now. So currently, what we're doing in Carriacou as a security organization is providing static duties to shelters. So wherever there are shelters, we are ensuring that peace and safety and tranquility remains. Our mobile and static patrols are in place, ensuring that we keep the peace both day and night and in strategic areas and strategic locations. We're providing security for relief supply. Whatever comes in, we have to ensure that it is safe and get to its destination, and we're providing that kind of overall security to ensure that things are done orderly, decently, and in a manner that is consistent with what we do as Grenadians. We're working also with our partners and agencies to deliver all of the services that the people of Carriacou would need at this particular time.
As Carriacou and Petite Martinique work towards recovery, the RGPF's efforts underscores the importance of unity and support in the wake of natural disasters. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Now, Grenada has consistently supported Palestine in its struggle for recognition and rights, casting its vote in favor of Palestinian causes on the global stage since attaining independence 50 years ago. This solidarity has not gone unnoticed, and in recent years, it has been reciprocated through humanitarian aid. One notable effort is the ongoing medical missions that have brought much-needed healthcare services to Grenada. We get the details in this report.
Palestinian ambassador to the Caribbean, Linda Sobey Ali, has led a team of dedicated medical professionals who have made significant strides in completing life-changing surgeries in Grenada. Currently, the mission, which arrived on June 25 and will continue until next Monday, has been performing an impressive 17 surgeries a day.
We have done so far our medical mission, 146, have seen 146 patients, 62 surgeries, including very complicated ones, including extracting tumors and complicated bone surgeries. And we are aiming for the next remaining days of the mission to duplicate the quantity of surgeries.
This is the second mission led by Lady Linda in Grenada following the inaugural mission in March last year. The team, consisting of 7 doctors and an emergency nurse, has been working tirelessly to address the healthcare needs of the local population. Their efforts have brought relief and hope to many, showcasing the profound impact of international cooperation and solidarity. As Lady Linda and her team prepare to wrap up the current mission, they are already looking towards the future. There is a strong hope to bring an even larger team next time, increasing their capacity to provide critical medical care and support.
Due to the current genocide happening in Palestine, our team was limited to 8 specialists and the ER nurse. We're looking next time to come with 2 anesthesiologists and a bigger mission, more doctors, more specialties to be covered. Right now, we're looking into seeing what is needed for knee replacement, hip replacement, as those patients need to be prepared. The right prostheses need to be purchased for the left or for the right knee, for the hip the same. So please, if you suffer from knee or hip, also get checked, get on the list. So when our team come, a bigger team will come also. They will bring the right prosthesis for you and do the surgery in our upcoming mission.
Persons desirous of accessing these services can visit the St. George's General Hospital. For cataract surgery, contact 440-2051, extension 41043, or 41108. Contact 440-2051, extension 41003 for other specialty areas. In a heartfelt gesture, the mission has expressed its gratitude for Grenada's steadfast support of Palestine over the last 50 years.
This is our way of saying thank you. We're not a rich country, we're not a donor country, but we have an international cooperation program that brings medical missions, agricultural mission, civil defense if needed, and we go from country to country transferring our know-how. Our doctors do surgeries free of charge as a thank you to the countries that stand by Palestine and by our just cause. This is happening in cooperation with PICA, the Palestinian International Cooperation Agency, and with the sponsorship of Shahada Foundation and Range Development. Without them, this mission would have been very difficult because of all what's happening in Palestine.
This enduring partnership serves as a testament to the power of unity and mutual aid in the face of global challenges. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Meanwhile, in the face of the ongoing turmoil and war in her own country, Ambassador Linda Tagliatella answers the pressing question on everyone's mind. How is it possible to extend assistance to Grenada while grappling with such profound challenges back home?
Many ask and already asked me, how can you bring doctors to Grenada or to any part of the Caribbean while you have this massacre going on in Palestine? And this is our answer. Believe it or not, our doctors are not allowed, are prohibited. They are not allowed to enter to Gaza. They are not allowed to practice in the hospitals. They're not allowed to assist any of our people. The occupation, the Israeli occupation, prohibits any doctor from West Bank to enter to Gaza. Therefore, as a thank you note to Grenada for their stand, for their help in the international arena and standing by Palestine, we're here to say thank you.
All right, so that's the Palestinian ambassador talking there. Despite the adversities, the Palestinian ambassador and the team have prioritized international solidarity and humanitarian aid, recognizing that compassion and cooperation can transcend borders and conflicts.
Through our cooperation and international agency PICA, we remain willing and ready to any help needed, to extend the mission, to go to the islands, whatever is needed after the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. All this natural disaster happening here, we're here to help if it's needed and we're asked by the government, then we're here to continue our work. This is a natural disaster and we have our own man-made by the occupation disaster. So we totally understand the devastation. We understand the destruction that the hurricane left, because we're living our own destruction and our own man-made hurricane in Palestine.
Their dedication to providing medical assistance to Grenada is a testament to their commitments to global unity and the belief that in helping others, they also find strength and hope for the nation. This is Network News. We're live from the Grenadian capital. Still to come from us, the Grenada Islamic community joins relief efforts to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. We'll be right back.
Natural disaster can change your life in minutes. Preparation is the best protection for your family and business. Prepare now. Create a disaster plan and make sure everyone knows what to do. Store water, non-perishable food, and medication. Remember basic emergency supplies such as batteries and flashlights. Trim overhanging trees. If trees near power lines are unsafe to trim, call Grenlec at 237 for assistance or advice. Install surge protectors to safeguard your electrical devices against outages and intermittent surges. Make sure your generator has an isolation switch. It will prevent power from feeding to our lines and electrocuting others. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, dreams 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Mark your calendars for a day of non-stop fun and laughter. The St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass, and Grenlec present All Mass 2024. It's all happening at the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 21st, starting at 3 p.m. Tickets are just $35 for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Grab yours from any Lions and Leo members, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. All Mass promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Be there. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. Am with them.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequente Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities. It will be a fun-filled day with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequente Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Grenada. Get ready as the new National Party invites all to its 40th anniversary fundraising bingo event. Sunday, July 14th from 5 p.m. at Victoria Park, Grenville. Over $100,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Imagine you can win a Suzuki Ignis hybrid car, $50,000 in cash, plus other fantastic prizes. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses will be available island-wide. Don't miss it, or you might just see your neighbor driving a Suzuki Ignis. Sunday, July 14th, we're heading to Victoria Park in Grenville for the new National Party 40th Anniversary Fundraising Bingo.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, the government of Grenada has appointed a new director of the Government Information Service. Jason Phillip, who confirmed his new role, began his duties amid preparations for Hurricane Beryl. When reached by telephone on Wednesday, Phillip expressed his commitment to providing accurate and timely information to the public during this critical period, while he deferred detailing the circumstances consequences of his appointment to a later date, he emphasized the immediate priority of maintaining clear communication channels for citizens. Jason Phillip replaces Leslie N. Johnson, who has been acting in the position for the last few years. His appointment comes 2 years after the National Democratic Congress administration, led by Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, assumed office. Phillip reassures the public of the government's unwavering commitment to disseminating information in a timely manner across all platforms. Well, the Grenada Islamic Foundation has mobilized $50,000 in supplies to aid Carriacou and Petit Martinique following the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The rest of the details in this report.
In a demonstration of unity and compassion, the Grenada Islamic Foundation has swiftly mobilized to aid Carriacou in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. On Wednesday, the foundation shipped over $50,000 worth of supplies and commenced the distribution of essential items, including food, water, and other critical necessities to support those affected by the hurricane. President of the Islamic Foundation, Farid Patel, speaking to GBN, explained that the funds were raised in just one day.
The foundation has collected a large amount of money, approximately around 50,000, over 50,000, and we have supply food items, sanitary, cleaning stuff, and baby formulas, also medicine, some solar lights, and basic needs, basic necessities. This was from members, and along with this, many other business places, they also give us goods to carry over there.
Patel explained that part of their Islamic faith is to help those in need. He spoke of an on-the-ground team of 8 community members currently distributing the much-needed assistance in Carriacou, ensuring that help reaches those who need it most.
Well, they will stay there until they distribute whatever they went with. So they were able to offload all the items late last night and put it in the house where they are staying, and they're going to pack up today and then distribute. So hopefully by tomorrow they should finish everything and they will be back. And we spoke that not let this will be the first and the last one, but we'll continue to see how we can provide.
The Grenada Islamic Foundation's efforts highlight the importance of solidarity and community support during times of crisis. The foundation also announced that they are rallying with their Islamic community in neighboring Trinidad and Tobago to assist in upcoming relief efforts.
Also, we had spoken to many of our Muslim brothers in Muslim communities, business people in Trinidad, and they are looking to send down the help as well. Just today I got a call that there's one guy who run relief work. He sent down some stuff directly to Carriacou. We're going to send it tomorrow morning. The boat is going to leave tomorrow, going direct to Carriacou. And there are a few others who are in organizing to send down the stuff. Matter of fact, hardware is also sent down house materials.
As Carriacou works towards recovery and rebuilding, the foundation's contribution serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the power of collective action. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Other news: during her statement on the occasion of CARICOM Day 2024, Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, Dr. Carla Barnett, acknowledged the state of affairs of several CARICOM member states, which are reeling from the effects of Hurricane Beryl.
The annual Caribbean Community CARICOM Day, celebrated every first Monday in July, was tainted by the passage of Hurricane Beryl, which has left several CARICOM member states needing significant relief. Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett, in her official statement to mark the day, said, in part, and I quote, "We are marking this 51st anniversary of the Caribbean Community CARICOM as several member states are assessing the extraordinary damage and destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl, the earliest recorded Category 5 hurricane in the Caribbean and one of the most dangerous weather systems the region has ever experienced." End quote. In these circumstances, CARICOM had to postpone its 47th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, which was scheduled for Grenada from the 3rd to the 5th of July. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell made the grave announcement as the country braced for the hurricane.
Within the CARICOM region at a political level, from all of yesterday into the wee hours of this morning and today. So they are on standby to provide any assistance that is required, whether it be relief aid, whether it be water, whether it be support from a security and safety standpoint. NADBA has been in constant communication with SIDEMA. We've already shortlisted potential relief items that we may need if it gets to that. I spoke with Prime Minister Gonzalez in St. Vincent a short while ago. We are essentially both in the same predicament. It might simply be a question of degree whether Grenada or St. Vincent gets more of the brunt of the hurricane.
Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique have been badly damaged, with housing and other infrastructure on the sister isles nearly 100% destroyed. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, infrastructure on Union Islands, Canoan, Mayaro and the Tobago Cays have either been severely damaged or destroyed. In Barbados, the fishery sector has been devastated and the livelihoods of fisherfolk will have to be rebuilt from scratch. Initial reports from Jamaica indicate infrastructural damage, blocked roads, flooding and losses in the agriculture and fishing sectors. Dr. Barnett said they await word on the impact on the Cayman Islands and possibly on Belize as Beryl crosses the Yucatan Peninsula. She added that the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency SEDIMA and National Disaster Management Agencies will together coordinate the emergency assessment and response across the region. The Regional Security System, RSS, and the regional private sector, including the CARICOM Private Sector Organization Inc., have all been rallying to address the needs of those impacted so far, while others stand ready to assist in different ways. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Still to come in Network News, we continue to keep an eye on Hurricane Beryl's devastating track through the Caribbean region.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotions, Caribberies, Guap Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
But you ran 92. Yeah. You need number 1 run, man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Ah, yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the #1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brandon, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Hello again. The Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force has announced the immediate closure of H.A. Blaze Street from its intersection with Green Street due to significant road damage near Bailey's Funeral Home. Structural repairs are ongoing there, but the duration of the project has not been revealed. Motorists are advised of new routing instructions to navigate the area effectively. At the point of closure, vehicles must make a left turn onto Green Street, from where they can turn right onto Baines Alley, proceed left towards Tantine, or turn right towards Hughes Street and left towards the Carenage. Alternatively, motorists can continue along Green Street onto Park Lane and make a left turn towards the Tantine Public Road. We can tell you too, the Traffic Department advises that large trucks and coasters are not allowed on Green Street. These vehicles can access the Carenage from the tongue of St. George by using Lucas Street, Lothers Lane, and Tantine Road. In In the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl's destructive winds, which tore off sections of the roof of the Central Police Station on the Carenage, the government of Grenada has mobilized to initiate repair work. On Tuesday, our cameras captured construction workers engaged in restoring the damaged roof. The extent of the damage and the necessary repairs are currently under assessment as officials work to gauge the full impact of the Category 4 hurricane on the facility. The Central Police Station, a critical infrastructure for law enforcement operations, sustained significant structural damage during Hurricane Beryl's onslaught. We'll seek to gain insights into the situation regarding the current state of affairs at the Central Police Station and provide updates as they become available. Powerful Hurricane Beryl has hit Jamaica with heavy winds and rain, damaging buildings and downing trees. The Category 4 storm brought winds of up to 130 miles per hour or 215 kilometers per hour on Jamaica's southern coast. Social media photos show floodwater pouring down streets with roofs ripped off by the wind. The hurricane has killed at least 7 people so far as it sweeps across the Caribbean. Beryl has since been downgraded to a Category 3 hurricane and is due to make landfall in Mexico on Friday.
Having ripped off roofs and tossed aside homes as it tore through the Caribbean, Hurricane Beryl has now hit Jamaica. For days, the island's government has said that the storm's destructive force was not to be underestimated. The Beryl would lash the country with high sustained winds, strong gusts and heavy rain. They also warned of life-threatening storm surges too. And even within the first hours of the storm making landfall, streets in the capital, Kingston, began to flood, damaging homes and businesses. An evacuation order for low-lying areas was put into place, and the Prime Minister stressed that residents of at-risk communities should move to safer districts.
We urge all Jamaicans to comply with notices to evacuate if and when they are issued. However, even without the issuance of notice, if you live in a low-lying area and an area is historically prone to flooding and landslide, or if you live on the banks of a river or a gully, I implore you to evacuate to a shelter or to safer ground.
The coming hours will reveal just how much damage Beryl has wrought in Jamaica, but other islands show the devastation it can cause. In Carriacou, off the coast of Grenada, entire communities have been left homeless, with buildings destroyed or rendered uninhabitable. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Union Island was among the worst affected places in the Caribbean, receiving the full brunt of Beryl's power. Beryl is an unprecedented storm. None have formed as quickly or have intensified as fast in Atlantic hurricane history. And satellite pictures show it's not done yet. As the storm leaves Jamaica's territory, it will move towards the Mexican mainland. The tourist resort of Cancun is directly in its path. Just as people in Grenada, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and in Jamaica had prayed for the best as Beryl drew near, now Mexicans are crossing their fingers in the hope that this extraordinarily powerful storm begins to weaken before it reaches their communities too. Will Grant, BBC News, Mexico.
Stay with us, the sports news coming up next.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the tri-island state of Grenada.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequente Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities. It will be a fun-filled day with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequente Industrial Park Plain Field on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Good evening, sporting fans. The West Indies Under-19 Rising Stars tournament has been placed on hold as host nations Trinidad and Tobago and St. Vincent and the Grenadines suffered blows from the Category 4 Hurricane Beryl. The tournament was scheduled to start on Tuesday, but given the effects of Beryl, organizers were forced to shelve previous plans as they continue to assess the situation where travel and other logistical issues are concerned. The men's event was set for St. Vincent from July 4 to August 1. 4 Grenadians are on the windward squad. They are Kurt and Kurtzen Murray, Raquel Sylvester, and Devonnie Joseph. Once given the green light, the tournament will feature 5 rounds of 50 over white ball matches and 4 rounds of 3-day red ball matches. These will be played at Arnesvale, Sion Hill, Park Hill, and Cumberland. Following the tournament, a West Indies Rising Stars Under-19 team will be selected for a tour of Sri Lanka, where they are due to play a 4-day match as well as 50-over matches. This will be part of preparations for the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup, scheduled to be played in Sri Lanka early next year. Well, West Indies at stumps on day 2 of the first warm-up match of their English tour were 57 for 2. This represents a lead of 23 with 8 wickets in hand. This is in response to first-class counties Select 11, 373 for 4. The West Indies in their first innings began their tour with a resolute batting performance in finishing the opening day on a high note. Led by Kavem Hodges' commanding century, they posted a formidable total of 339 in their first innings. Finally, in the sports news, Hardik Pandya has become the first Indian to occupy the #1 spot for T20 International All-Rounders, as per the latest ICC rankings. He climbed 2 spots to join Sri Lanka captain Wanindu Hasaranga at the top, following his all-round contributions in India's successful T20 World Cup campaign, where they went unbeaten to lift the trophy. Pandya smashed 144 runs at an average of 48 and a strike rate of 151, while bagging 11 wickets at 17.36 in the West Indies and the USA. That included a match-winning haul of 3 for 20 in the final against South Africa, which India won by 7 runs to lift the trophy. Pandya's best performance with the bat in the World Cup came against Bangladesh, as he hit 50 off 27 balls. That's the sports news for now. An audit into the operations at the Strategic Services Agency in Trinidad and Tobago has unearthed an alleged plot to take over the country's leadership. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley read the report to the Parliament on Wednesday, revealing that the agency had been purchasing high-powered weapons and ammunition, much of which is yet to be accounted for. The Prime Minister also reported that people were being recruited from a religious institution, which she described as a cult. More in this report.
Such persons belong to a cult which was arming itself while preaching a doctrine for trained military and paramilitary personnel with a religious calling to be the most suitable persons to replace the country's political leadership.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley revealing shocking details of the investigation into the SSA. The investigation revealing several relatives of SSA employees who were also part of the same church were improperly employed by the agency with no due diligence or polygraph testing. 28 people have since been fired from the SSA. The Prime Minister saying those cult members possess influence so high that it was detrimental to the country's national security. Even more shocking was the revelation of a cache of guns and ammunition acquired before it was legal to do so. One example was the establishment and operation of a highly trained and militarized tactical response unit. Dr. Rowley said the SSA purchased 8,000 rounds of .9mm ammunition in 2017, but in 2022 that increased to 100,000 rounds. In 2016, it held 24 pistols and revolvers, but by 2021, it increased its cache to 103, including military-grade firearms.
Why would an intelligence gathering agency with a mandate to collect and share information with operational units in other law enforcement and defense agencies find it necessary to secretly have an operational unit of that nature and magnitude?
The audit also revealed the whereabouts of 70,000 rounds of ammunition purchased by the SSA remain unaccounted for.
But my speaker, that's not all. Shockingly, the audit discovered that the former director of the SSA initiated the procurement of high-grade military bolt-action rifles, complete with the most modern silencers and other accessories.
Dr. Rowley said before November 2023, the National Security Council was unaware that the SSA possessed those levels of arms and ammunition and engaged in extensive weapons training. Dr. Rowley noted that police are now investigating. Kevin Feldman, CNC3 News.
Further afield, Joe Biden has insisted he will be the Democrat candidate for president in November, telling campaign staff, quote, "No one is pushing me out. I'm not leaving." It follows growing pressure within his party for Mr. Biden to step aside following his poor performance in a TV debate with Donald Trump last week.
Yeah, it's a measure of the panic inside the Democratic Party that the president is taking part in these meetings and phone calls to try and reassure allies. On a call to all of his campaign staff, he said, "Let me say this as clearly as possible. I am the Democratic nominee. No one's pushing me out. I'm not leaving." That was his quote. But the pressure is ramping up. There are now 2 elected Democrats in Congress who have openly said that he should stand aside, and there are dozens more ready to come out and say that publicly if over the next few days he can reassure people that he is up to the job. There's polling that suggests nearly 3/4 of American voters now think he's not fit to be president. And there's another significant development happening. There are some really, really senior party figures who've not come out and said that they want Joe Biden to stand aside, but they are openly talking about what should happen if he does. And what they believe ought to happen is that the party should try and coalesce around the Vice President Kamala Harris as their candidate, not have a messy nomination battle for who should fight the presidential election for the Democrats. So you can see the party is clearly preparing for the possibility that Joe Biden might not be their candidate in November.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. Headlines before we leave you. No specific timeline for the safe consumption of Glenelg natural spring water as the company urges people to refrain from drinking the water. CARICOM Day marked by the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Government appoints new GIS director. He is Jason Phillip. Also in the news, regionally, audit unearths alleged plot to take over Trinidad and Tobago's leadership. Internationally, U.S. President Joe Biden says no one is pushing him out of the race for the White House. Plus, in the sports news, organizers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to make decision on West Indies men's Under-19 Rising Stars tournament. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.